Hello again, guys. Today we're going to review our vocabulary, and we're going to look at a couple little charts, and then we will look at Bill Nye vocabulary, Bill Nye video on our eyeballs, and then we're going to let you read your story again to yourself, and then you have just a couple of assignments. So that's what we're doing for ELA today. Let's look at our vocabulary words and review them first, and pay attention because you're going to have a little 5-question quiz on these 5 vocabulary words today. So the first one is luminous. Luminous. And remember, if something is luminous, it gives off light. This little girl's laying under her covers with her flashlight reading a book. Have you ever done that? Pretend you're in a tent, get in your bed and cover up your head with your covers and read with a flashlight or something. That's kind of fun to do. All right, let's go down to the next word. It'll go. There we go. Transparent. Wow, look at that. Sea turtle. If something's transparent, you can see through it. He's at an aquarium, isn't he? And he's getting an up-close view of that sea turtle through the transparent glass. We like the transparent glass at an aquarium so we can see the fish, and turtles, and whatever else might be on the other side. Transparent means you can see through it. Next word is reflect. Look at that beautiful reflection on the water. The light is bouncing off the water and it's reflecting what's above it. When light reflects off of the surface, it bounces back without passing through the surface. So we see the reflection of the sky and the sun on the water. How beautiful. Reflect. The next word is illuminates. Something that illuminates gives off light and makes the area around it brighter. So here's a lighthouse. It's illuminating the ocean there so ships can see as they come in. Illuminate, to give off light and make an area brighter. And then judge is the last one. If you judge, you guess or estimate the amount of something. I think he's judging that he's probably shorter than his brother or whoever that is. You estimate the size of or amount of something when you judge. Now, thinking about words, some words can have more than one meaning, can't they? And those are called multiple meaning words. Sometimes when you're reading, you'll see words that have more than one meaning. These words are called multiple meaning words. When you see multiple meaning words, you can look around the word for context clues or hints to help you find the word's meaning as it's used in the sentence. So we've got a couple of examples here. Number one, I place the book on the shelf. What does that mean? It means you took your book and you set it down on the shelf. You placed it there. But you can also use place like this. Which place do you want to go to? So they're both the exact same word, but they can mean different things. This means what location do you want to go to? 3, the baseball player picked up the bat. If you've played baseball or softball, you know you've got to swing the bat to hit the ball. And number 4, the bat flew out of the cave. You think it was a baseball bat? I don't think that's the bat they're talking about. It's the little kind that flies around in the sky at night. So sometimes the exact same word can have a different meaning. So we use the context clues of the sentence to know which way it's being used. Let's look at one more thing. We talked about our text this week being an informational text. We talked about some ways that we can gain information from the text. And so let's look at text and graphic features for an informational text. The kinds of type, that means how it's typed. Some of you practice that on your Google Docs, and you even sent me some things, some of you. That was really cool. They show emphasis or indicate a title. So if it's really big and bold, it's probably a heading or something that's important. Italicized can mean different things. It can mean pay attention to this while you're reading it. All capital letters means it's very important. The headings, our story we read this yesterday and that you're going to read by yourself today, has lots of headings. It tells us at the top of each page what that page is about. Then it has subheadings that break the heading down into smaller pieces. It names the topic of each section or text, and it breaks it down into subtopics or smaller portions of the heading. Now, those are all the words But what about pictures? Informational text often have a lot of graphic features like diagrams, graphs, maps, charts, or illustrations help explain the ideas in the text. Well, we saw diagrams like this in our story, didn't we? And you will today when you read. Look for diagrams. They're pictures with labels. So we saw that dark spot in the middle is the pupil. The color part around it is the iris. So we saw some diagrams, pictures in our story that helps us understand what we were reading. Charts organize information. So apples, pretzels, carrots. What is there more of? We can see there's a bigger portion of apples. I don't know what this is representing, but charts can help us see things, see words or see numbers in a visual way in a picture. So that's a graphic feature. Now you'll have lots of them in your text. I want you to go back in your book to page 106, and I want you to read our story for this week and read pages 106 to 121. It's called The Science Behind Sight. Read that today. But before you do, I want you to go to the next slide. This is a Bill Nye video on eyes. And so I want you to take a look at that video on eyes. Now, I'll warn you, it's really cool, but it's also kind of gross in the middle. So you'll see what I mean when you watch it. So go do that video and then read your story again, page 106 to 121. And then you'll have 2 short ELA assignments today, practicing those vocabulary words we just went over, and also working on sentences this week, so finding complete sentences. Go and do those things now. Have a great day.